grown more in these last 18 years? These handsome young men or me? When we received the incredible news that I had not one baby, but two in my belly, I knew for the first time that God was the lover of my soul, that he would give me a girl who loved babies since the time I was 4, 2 babies at once. I knew then and there of his deep personal love for me. But it didn't stop there. From that day to this very day, these guys have been growing me and stretching me and being a catalyst to transformation. Trying to care for 2 preemie babies in Spain without much help was exactly what we needed to jumpstart us into a life completely dependent on God. Fast forward to when they were 4 and 5 and asking deep theological question after question, questions that really made me go, wow, that is such a good question. I don't know. And then all the middle years of trying to help them navigate the conundrum of I look just like him, and we are the exact same age, but we are totally different and unique and have different strengths and weaknesses. The comparison and the competition was fierce, and it forced us to really figure out these important identity issues. But we have come to be standing on this stage, shutly, glowing with the radiance of 18 years walking close with God, overflowing with the joy of many battles fought and won, and bursting with expectation of what God has for us next. Jordan, watching you develop a passion for running, music, writing, and people to know Jesus has just been incredible. I know God is going to weave all those things and more into your future. You are kind, fun, passionate, responsible, and incredibly thoughtful. I really like you. Isaiah, watching you grow a heart for theology, to fight human trafficking, people to experience the true God, reading, art, film, and stories has been so cool. I love the way your mind works, and I'm so excited to see what God does with all of that. You are intelligent, funny, quirky in the best way, so sensitive to people, and a great listener. I really like you. It was on a stage very similar to this one when we dedicated you to God in Virginia when you were 2 months old. The verse God gave me then was 1 Corinthians 11:1. Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. This morning, he gave me a new verse. Philippians 4:9. Keep putting into practice all you have learned and received from me, everything you heard from me and saw me doing. Then the God of peace will be with you. Tonight we step into a new chapter of our relationship, one that says goodbye to school mom. We're so excited for that, aren't we? I love our long, deep conversations in the kitchen, and I hope we have many more. If I could say just one thing to you going into this next phase of life, it would be this. You don't have to try or strain or strive to be something in this world. You already are. Just choose to be with God every day and watch him do the hard work through you. I love you each. I'm so proud of you.
I'd like to say a few things about all 3 of these guys, and since we have 2, we get double the time, right? So I really feel like tonight obviously is a night to honor these 2, but it's also a night to honor this one. So I want to talk about the 3 of them together. And I'll start with Isaiah and Maureen. So Isaiah is our night owl, which doesn't just mean that he likes to go to bed late, but also that it's really, really hard for him to get up in the mornings. And so this past week I was doing some calculations, trying to figure out how many times this patient woman has tried to get this man out of bed. And so I figured that there's about 33 school weeks a year, and of course, roughly 5 school days per those weeks. So if you tally that up, it's 660 school days when you look at all of high school. So then I did a precise calculation of how many times per those 660 days she's tried to get him out of bed. And it came to 1.3 million times. Isaiah, you've got to get out of bed. The other boys are already in the car. That was probably my favorite. Yet, they didn't just get through these 4 years. You guys came through these years, really 12 years, with a great relationship, obviously, such love and respect for one another. And I congratulate both of you. Now, Jordan and Maureen. Jordan is our perfectionist. Maureen is the personality type idealist. So she approached homeschool much like she approaches just about anything in life, with a very idealistic way of how it should go, what it should look like and feel like. And that kind of matched with Jordan, who came along, who actually knew the right way to do everything. And not every time did those idealistic ways of viewing things match with the correct way to do things. And yet you two also have not just gotten through these years, but have gotten through these years with a great relationship, with I think true joy and appreciation of each other's differences and uniquenesses, and a great love. And I congratulate both of you. And I want to just brag on my wife a little bit more. I know that these past 12 plus years, she's made it one of her top priorities to see to it that these boys get an education. And much more than just academics, she has attempted to and has modeled what it means to be an apprentice of Jesus. And she's knocked it out of the park. And I can say that she knocked it out of the park because I see both of you trying to live as apprentices of Jesus to the very best of your abilities. And I know that you both have as a priority in your lives to know him better, to spend time with him, to mimic him, to be like him, and to do the things that he wants you to do. And we honor you. We could not be more proud of you, and we love you guys. Congratulations.